There are few things more frustrating for a diesel owner than realizing that the engine, which is built for durability, is suffering from a clogged artery that is killing its performance and fuel efficiency. If your scanner has spit out the code P245B, specifically regarding the exhaust gas recirculation cooler bypass control circuit range or performance, you are dealing with a critical part of your emission and performance system. This code, along with its cousins, like P245A or C, points directly to the system responsible for managing exhaust gas temperatures. On modern diesel engines, we recirculate some exhaust gas back into the engine to reduce emissions. However, hot exhaust is not great for combustion density, so we run it through a cooler. The catch is, we do not always want it cool, specifically during warm-up or certain low-load conditions, so there is a bypass valve that directs traffic. This code tells you that the engine control module, or ICM, is seeing voltage or resistance signals from this bypass valve circuit that do not make sense. It is out of the expected range. Ignoring this is risky because if that valve gets stuck or the cooler gets clogged, you can end up with excessive pre-ignition, often called knocking or pinging, which can genuinely damage your pistons and valves over time. So, how do we tackle this? First, do not just throw a new valve at it. These components live in a very harsh neighborhood under the hood where heat and vibration are constant. I start by locating the EGR cooler and bypass valve assembly. Follow the wiring harness that connects to the valve and the temperature switch. You are looking for any signs where the wire might have rubbed against a hot metal pipe, melting the insulation and causing a short, or maybe a connector that has rattled loose or gotten corroded. This physical damage is a very common cause. If the visual check passes, you need to get your hands on the specific wiring diagram for your truck or car. You will need a digital multimeter to check for continuity. With the power off, you want to see 0 ohms of resistance on those wires. If you see infinite resistance, or a high number, you have a broken wire. Another major culprit here is carbon buildup. Just like cholesterol in arteries, soot can clog the cooler or jam the bypass valve so it physically cannot move even if the electronics are fine. Sometimes, taking the assembly off and giving it a thorough cleaning to remove the carbon is all it takes to restore flow and clear the code. However, if the wiring is good, the passages are clean, and the code persists, then you might be looking at a failed bypass valve motor or temperature switch. It is a bit of a dirty job, but solving this P245B code is essential to keeping that diesel engine running efficiently and preventing expensive internal damage down the road.